People started calling him America's governor.
We're all in search of the apex and the other side of the mountain.
But 1 year later, members of his own party are asking him to step down.
So for the good of the state, he should resign.
So how did Governor Andrew Cuomo go from the Democrats' pandemic superstar to scandal after scandal?
Flatten the curve, flatten the curve, flatten the curve.
Millions tuned into Cuomo's daily COVID briefings last spring. Many Americans looked to him for leadership and stability against the backdrop of empty store shelves, rising hospital admissions, and mixed messages from the White House.
We are New York tough. We are tough.
In fact, Cuomo's PowerPoints were such a sensation, he eventually landed a book deal and an Emmy Award. His approval rating also skyrocketed to the highest number since his 2011 inauguration. However, we now know trouble was brewing behind the scenes. The coronavirus was spreading across New York's nursing homes, thanks in part to a much-debated policy that required facilities to readmit recovering COVID patients without testing them first, and limited other options.
They have to readmit COVID-positive residents, but only if they have the ability to provide the adequate level of care.
Now, the governor ultimately reversed these guidelines as hospital capacity improved. But a survey from the New York Department of Health found more than 6,300 COVID-positive patients were sent back to long-term care centers throughout the first weeks of the pandemic. The state claims the policy didn't drive up infections or deaths, though health experts say otherwise. By August, state lawmakers called on the governor's office to release the total number of deaths in long-term care facilities. Some also accused his administration of painting an incomplete picture of the problem, counting some COVID nursing home deaths as hospital fatalities.
If you died in a nursing home, it's called a nursing home death. If you die in a hospital, it's called a hospital death.
By 2021, this story only continued to snowball. New York Attorney General Letitia James released a report stating nursing home deaths in the state were underreported by as much as 50%. Cuomo's top aide admitted their team, quote, froze the data over fears it would be used against them by the Trump administration. And the FBI and U.S. Attorney in Brooklyn started investigating how Cuomo's office handled the issue. The governor eventually acknowledged his administration should have provided information faster, but he insisted the numbers were right.
It is a lie to say any numbers were inaccurate. That is a lie. Total deaths were always reported to nursing homes and hospitals.
The drama quickly spilled into the legislature. One Democratic assemblyman said the governor threatened him for being outspoken about the nursing home controversy.
And he spent 10 minutes berating me, yelling at me, threatening me and my career, my livelihood.
A senior aide to the governor says Cuomo never made those threats, though other Democrats said they weren't surprised by the reports.
This is who the governor has always been. He has been a bully.
That's classic Andrew Cuomo. A lot of people in New York State have received those phone calls.
However, this controversy would become overshadowed by yet another scandal.
Hits just keep coming for Governor Cuomo.
A former aide of his is accusing him of sexually harassing her, including unwanted kissing and touching while she worked in his administration.
All eyes suddenly turned to Lindsay Boylan, an aide who worked for Cuomo from 2015 to 2018. In a December tweet thread, she accused the governor of sexually harassing her for years. And in February, she published specific details in a post on Medium, accusing Cuomo of kissing her on the lips and touching her lower back, arms, and legs. Cuomo's office rejected Boylan's account, but the allegations kept coming.
The second woman has come forward with claims of sexual harassment.
Bennett says he asked whether she'd ever been with an older man.
What were you thinking as he's asking you these questions?
I thought he's trying to sleep with me.
The governor says he never made advances towards Charlotte Bennett, his second accuser. He now faces allegations of inappropriate behavior from at least 7 women, though NBC News hasn't verified all the individual claims.
I'm sorry for whatever pain I caused anyone. I never intended it. And I will be the better for this experience.
Cuomo has apologized for making anyone feel uncomfortable, but he denied touching anyone inappropriately. He also says he won't step down, despite almost all of New York's Democrat congressional delegation calling for him to resign.
People know the difference between playing politics, bowing to cancel culture, and the truth.
So where do these allegations leave Cuomo? Attorney General James opened up another investigation, and the state assembly authorized an impeachment inquiry. But as of right now, New York voters will have the final say in his political future when he's up for re-election for what would be a fourth term in November of 2022.
Hey, NBC News viewers, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.